The latest functionality that teachers have requested in Google Classroom is now live. That's being able to ask a multiple choice question to provide quick feedback to students, like in a formative assessment, or to see where kids are on a scale at the beginning and end of a lesson. First, let me show you a completed multiple choice question. Today I asked the kids about how they would cite an article with no author. We had a short mini lesson where I showed them a properly cited source, and then I asked them this question to see if they knew the answer. So when the kids clicked on citing an article with no author, they saw these options. Now, because I'm not a student, you're not seeing it exactly as the students would, but these are the options that they got to pick from. The correct answer is the last one. The first and second options are each correct. As the teacher, when I click on citing an article with no author, I see how each of the students responded. 23 had the correct answer. One each had one of the correct answers, but they didn't recognize that the other one was also correct. One made the mistake of selecting the one that had the period inside, and one selected the real distractor, which is from within the citation and would never be a correct answer. One of the things that you can do to see how individual students responded is to click on the answer that they selected, and it will show you a list of which students responded with that answer. If there is a more severe misunderstanding, then you could address that student individually as needed. Now that you've seen how it works, let's make one from scratch. Click on the plus sign like you were going to make any other assignment. Create question. And where in the past we may have just included our question here that we wanted students to type an answer to, this time we're going to use this drop-down menu and select multiple choice, which opens up these options. Then I can start entering the options that I'd like my students to be able to pick from. The other thing to notice here is that I'd like the students to see the class summary. I'd like them to see how other people responded to this same question. That's useful for students to be able to ask questions to help clarify their understanding, and to see if they are understanding something at the same level as their classmates or if they need extra support. I can either save it as a draft, which means that I will release it to the students when I'm ready, or if this is something I want them to see right away, I'll click the Ask button. I'm going to save it as a draft. Once I'm ready to use that question, I click on my drafts menu, select that question, and click Ask. The next time students come into class, they can take that poll and we can talk about the results and use it for some formative assessment.